Hello everyone, welcome to Career Deep Training Solutions. We are at session 3 of averages, and in this session we will be discussing some problems on averages. Let's enter into our first question now. The average of 4 positive integers is 59, the highest integer is 83 and the lowest integer is 29. The difference between the remaining two integers is 28. Which of the following two integers is higher of the remaining two integers? So we totally have 4 integers. We don't know the integers, right? So we can keep A, B, C, D for our convenience. Now out of these 4 integers, the highest integer is 83. So let's say this D is 83 and the lowest integer is 29. So the lowest integer is 29, A is 29. So out of these 4 integers, we know A and D, so which is 29 and 83. Now we have to find the remaining two integers, right? I mean, we have to find the highest of this remaining two integers, and we know these 4 positive integers average is 59. So what is sum of these 4 integers? 59 into 4, right? Average into total, we get this sum. So 59 into 4, we totally get 236. So 236 is sum of these 4 integers. Out of this 236, we know the two numbers 29 and 83. So 29 plus 83, we get 112. So 112 is the sum of the first and last integers, the lowest and highest integers. So 236 minus 112, we get 124. So 124 is nothing but sum of these two integers B and C. Now we have a hint in this question. The difference between the remaining two integers is 28. So if first integer is 8, second integer will be x plus 28. So when we sum it, we totally get 124. So if we solve it, we get 2x equal to 96, x equal to 48, and we found the one integer is 48. So if B is 48, C will be 28 higher comparing to B. So 48 plus 28, we get 76. So 76 is the highest of the remaining two integers. Hope you got the point. So answer for this question is 78. Now moving to question number 2. The sum of 3 consecutive even numbers is 44 more than the average of these numbers. Which of the following is third largest of these numbers? So let me repeat the question one more time. The sum of 3 consecutive even numbers is 44 more than the average of these numbers. Which of the following is third largest of these numbers? See, sum of 3 consecutive even numbers. So if the first number is x, second number will be x plus 2, third number will be x plus 4. So sum of these 3 numbers will be 44 greater than the average. So average of these 3 numbers is nothing but x plus 2 plus x plus 4 by 3. So which is 44 greater, right? So sum minus average is 44. So when we simplify it, we will get the x value. So when you simplify, you get 3x plus 6 minus 3x plus 6 by 3 equal to 44. So which is 9x plus 18 minus 3x minus 6 equal to 132. So 6x equal to 120. So x equal to 20. So we found x equal to 20. So first number x is 20. Now we have to find the third largest number. So third largest number is nothing but x plus 4. So 20 plus 4, we get 24. So 24 is the third largest number out of these 3 consecutive numbers. So answer for this question is 24, option C. Moving to question number 3. The average mark of the student in 4 subjects is 75. If the student obtained 80 marks in the 5th subject, then the new average is dash. So this question is really simple. See, the average marks of the student in 4 subjects is 75. So in 4 subjects, that is in total number of observations 4, the average is 75. So sum of mark obtained by the student in all the 4 subjects is 4 into 75, we get 300. So 300 is the total sum of mark obtained by the student in all the subjects. So if we add an 80 marks, that is 5th subject, with this 300, you have to find what is the average. So now we totally have 5 subjects, right? So 380 by 5, we get the answer. So 380 by 5, 7 times 35, remainder 3, we have 76. So 76 is nothing but average of new average of the student in overall 5 subjects. Hope you understood the problem. Moving to next question. A library has an average of 510 visitors on Sundays and 240 on other days. The average number of visitors per day in month of 30 days beginning with Sunday is dash. So we have to find how many Sundays in the month actually. So it's a 30 days, right? So it's a 30-day month. So first day is Monday. So if first day is Monday, 8th day will be Monday, as well as 15th day will be Monday, and 22nd day will be Monday, and 29th day will be Monday. So remaining we have totally 25 days. See, out of 30 days we totally have 5 Sundays, and average of these 5 Sundays is 510. So what is the total sum of visitors of these 5 Sundays? 510 into 5, right? We get 2550. So totally 2550 visitors only on Sundays. And we found remaining we have 25 days. So in the 25 days the average number of visitors is 240. So 240 into 25, we get 6000. So 6000 is the total number of visitors on other days, right? So on other days it is 6000. Now what we have to find? We have to find the average number of visitors on these 30 days starting from Sunday, right? So starting from date 1 to date 30. So 2550 plus 6000, we get 8550. So totally 8550 visitors visited the library starting from 1 to 30th day. So we totally have 30 days, right? So when you divide this by 30, we get the average number of visitors per day. So when we solve it, we get 2 times 8 times again 5. So 285 is average number of visitors per day in the library. Hope you understood the concept. Moving to last question of the session. A school has 4 sections of chemistry in class X, class 10th, having 40, 35, 45 and 42 students. See, a school have 4 sections in class 10th. So we can name the sections A, B, C and D. So section A have 40 students, and section B have 35 students, and section C 45 students, and section D 42 students. The mean mark obtained by chemistry test are 50, 60, 55 and 45. So average mark obtained by the section A students, that is 40 students, is 50, and section B students is 60, and section C students 55, and section D students 45. Now we have to find the overall average marks per student. So we have to find overall average mark of this class, right? So per student. So what is the total mark obtained by these 40 students for the average 50, which is 2000. So 35 into 60, we get 2100. So again 45 into 55, we get it's 2475, right? So let me write it here, 2475, and 42 into 45, (1890). So this is the mark obtained by total mark obtained by section A, and total mark obtained by section B, and total mark by section C, and total mark by section D. So when we sum it, we totally got 8465 marks. So 8465 marks is the total mark obtained by all the section students. Now what we have to find? Average mark of the single student. So totally we have 40 plus 35 plus 45 plus 42, 162 students. Now what is the average? 8465 by 162, we get 52.25. So 52.25 is the average mark obtained by each student for the chemistry test. A person purchases 1 kg of tomatoes from each of the 4 places at the rate of 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg per rupee respectively. On an average, he has purchased x kg of tomatoes per rupee. Then the value of x is dash. So we have to find the average. The question is really simple. He is purchasing tomatoes from 4 places. So in first place, he is purchasing 1 kg tomato for 1 rupee, and in second place 2 kg tomatoes for 1 rupee, and in third place he purchased 3 kg tomato for 1 rupee, and in fourth place he purchased 4 kg tomato for 1 rupee. So totally he spent 4 rupees for purchasing 10 kg of tomatoes. So 10 kg he purchased. So this x value is nothing but 10 kg. So he spent 4 rupees for purchasing 10 kgs. So 10 by 4 we get 2.5 rupees per kg. So on an average he spent 2.5 rupees per kg to purchase the tomato. Hope you understood all the problems of this playlist, right? So in upcoming session, I try to put some more challenging problems on averages. Until that, stay connected with CareerD Training Solutions. If you have any doubts, please don't hesitate to pass it in comment section below, and like and share the video to your friends. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.